Good morning, Entertainment Daily lovers. So come on in. Let's talk about the Afrobeat singers Cynthia Morgan and her colleague mrmayD. Okay, so Cynthia Morgan came online dropping some kind of words that got people talking, and that prompted Cynthia Morgan to actually come out and did a video or live stream actually where she did address some stuffs, and she even called out uh, you know Jude Engines. Okay, that's who she was signed to and people she worked with. So she just had some things to talk about. She spoke about how she just doesn't like witchcraft and she doesn't like people that lies, and she has to set the record straight. But on that live stream, she had said certain things that mrmayD felt like mrmayD needed to say something, and that's all what we're going to get right into right now. So we're going to go through Cynthia Morgan's page. You know that Cynthia Morgan doesn't go by the name Cynthia Morgan anymore, but that's just what everybody, we all know her as. So people continue to call her Cynthia Morgan, but she can't really use the name because of the contract she signed and things like that. Now, on that live stream, Cynthia Morgan also spoke about her catalog and things like that, how she doesn't own a catalog and how someone reached out to her, trying to reach out to GDNG to get to, see if they can plead or kind of get some kind of contract for her to get her catalog and things like that. But anyways, we're going to get right into that later on. But she goes by the name True Madrina. Okay, so Madrina is the name that she uses now because she can no longer use Cynthia Morgan because of the contract she signed with Judenges. All right. Okay, so she's been calling out Judenges for like forever now. It didn't start now, including the brothers, the P squared. Okay, so let's talk. She posted this. She said, "I not send you at Mr. mrmayD. She no ever call my phone tell me say wetin you go through pass my own, cause e no get the time wey I take carry you sit down tell you wetin I go through." So from what she just wrote here, she's kind of wanting mrmayD to stop that nonsense. That why would mrmayD call her and tell her that, wait, what you're talking about is not even half as much as what I went through. Okay, that like Cynthia is insinuating that mrmayD is telling her that whatever she's gone through is nothing compared to what he has gone through. But we know that mrmayD, or I have not seen mrmayD telling his story. So it seems like mrmayD does not talk about whatever he went through with the P squares. So, but this didn't sit well with Cynthia Morgan, because Cynthia Morgan is like, wait a minute, why do you even feel like you suffered more in the hands of Judenges and the P squares and things like that? Okay, like the Okoye's brothers. Why do you feel like you suffered more in their hands, even if I've not told you my own side of the story? And this continued. And then Madrina posted again to her Instagram story and she said, very insensitive talk at mrmayD, and she tagged him again. Okay, as she's talking all of this, she's tagging him so he gets to see it. And then another post from Cynthia Morgan again. She said, just double checked that the first money he shared in 2016 was 20 million naira. And then I went ahead to make extra 10 million naira that same year. And this return would have been way more if he wasn't turning down shows and endorsements. Okay, so this particular post she's referring to, okay, Judenges. And then another post here, she said, you can go through what I went through and still want to entertain people. I am, it says, I'm not a clown. If you want music, there are over 1,000 artists in Nigeria to listen to. So people were kind of telling her to come back because she's very good. Cynthia Morgan is a very good singer, and people know that she will most definitely bounce back. But it just seemed like it was a huge blow for Cynthia Morgan. So that's why she doesn't have any plan. She's saying she does not have any plan to go back to music, and nobody should try to encourage her or push her to go back to music after all she has gone through. Cynthia Morgan, one thing I need to tell you is whatever happened, don't be when you decide to be down, that's when whoever you're fighting with has actually won. But when you refuse, okay, when you completely refuse to stay down, they have not won and they will never win, okay? So you kind of saying that, oh, I'm not coming back to music. There are a lot of people, you don't know what I went through and everything. And after everything I've gone through, nobody will want to come back to the music scene. That already is screaming defeat, 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 because this is a gift that God gave to you. The singing, not everybody can sing, not everybody can write, not everybody can vibe the way you can vibe. There are people, your fans and everything. God gave you this this set of people. And even if you don't want to sing the song that they call secular music, you want to do gospel or something, people will still be able to connect to you on that level. But you kind of saying that you don't want to go back to music, and that's like the main thing that you're good at. I'm not saying you're not good at other things, but anyways, let's continue. So then mrmayD, after seeing all of what Cynthia Morgan wrote, mrmayD responded back to Cynthia Morgan, and this is what mrmayD had to say. mrmayD said, at True Madurina, tagging her so she gets to see it too, says, I watched your life and I heard what you said about me, even without calling my name. First of all, I am not suffering and I am not going through anything. Also, Jude and P Square no reach to ruin my life. This is the spirit. Okay, this is the spirit, and this is how you're supposed to be. No matter what happened, do not allow any human to ruin your life. Do not allow any human to dictate to you. No matter how much you've fallen, even though you feel like you are at the bottom of the pit, tell yourself that you will get up, you will dust yourself up, you will start afresh, and you will win, you will conquer. That is the most, because when most time people beat you down, it gets to a certain point and they become very relaxed and feeling like we have won, I have won, okay? The person is down there. But one thing that a lot of people don't expect is for those people that they've beaten down to stand up and say, you are not God that created me, you can't ruin my life. You don't dictate what happened to me or what's not going to happen to me. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to conquer. I'm going to get up and I'm going to defeat you. So that's the spirit. So they said, P Square no reach to ruin my life. I am very good because I own my catalog and I never signed any contract with them. The reason why I will never go online to say bad things about them is because I have found my peace and I have moved on. Please move on. I am not the type to take vengeance into my hands. I leave it all to God. And that's what it is, okay? That's what it is. Take, for instance, one of the P Square members is actually taking the other brother to court. They are battling themselves there. So if they really, allegedly, okay, we were not there, but allegedly, if there is something Jude NG, if Jude NG have been treating people that he signed, to his record label badly, and his brothers P Square were supporting him and they were all ganging up against these people, do you think those people's tears will go just like that? Of course, there will be a punishment. There will be a repercussion. Karma, they say, is a word. So now you see them, they're fighting between themselves. And what's the major thing why one of the P Square brothers are taking the other one, the elder brother, Jude NG, to court, is still because of funds. So you see, allegedly what is being done, or what was being done to outsider, that at that point, maybe they didn't say anything, they didn't even pay attention, they thought it would only be to outsider. But I guess it got to a point, allegedly, that he was so money hungry that he was doing it to everybody, including cheating his own brothers, allegedly. Now one is now taking him to court to come and account for certain billions of naira that is missing or something like that. So you see, nothing go unpunished. So Cynthia Morgan, pick up yourself up and keep going, okay? Because you talking about this will not help. If there is anything, and another thing you said, he said he should apologize for things like that. Cynthia, sometimes now wisdom then they use for this life. If saying sorry to Jude NGs will get you back your catalog, tell am sorry no go remove anything for your body, even though you know say you no wrong am. If na so now that one go reach you, collect your catalog and maybe collect back your name, Cynthia Morgan. Just do am. They say sometimes you go they act like say you don't know anything. You go they act like say you be mumu until you get wetin you won't get. So if na sorry to come out from mouth, you know say you not wrong am. And if you tell me, if let me know, but sometimes pride no go allow people rest. Do you understand? So if na sorry you won't hear from your mouth, tell her that story, making rest. Thank you also very much. I don't want this video to be too long. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the back and forth between Cynthia Morgan and mrmayD. And what's your general thoughts also about the Jude NGs and these artists. Thank you so very much. And I will most definitely see you in the next one. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to drop your comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, okay? Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any gist when we're dropping it. I'll see you all on the next one. Be good. Remain blessed.